Did you know that in Spain people pop grapes instead of champagne when the clock strikes 12? No, they're not crazy, it's tradition. Now let's take a moment to imagine. As the clock ticks closer to midnight, households across Spain prepare not with glasses of champagne, but with bunches of grapes. 12, to be precise. Each grape symbolizes a month of the coming year, and as the bell tolls, the Spanish pop these juicy little spheres of luck into their mouths. It's not a wine-tasting session, folks. It's more of a race against the clock, a challenge to swallow all 12 grapes before the last chime fades away. It's believed to bring good fortune, and let's be honest, it's a fun way to kick off the new year. So if you ever find yourself in Spain on New Year's Eve, forget the bubbly and get a bunch of grapes instead. While we're on the subject of chimes, guess where the bells ring not once, not twice, but 108 times on New Year's Eve? Ah, the land of the rising sun, Japan, where the New Year's Eve bell concert is a major event. Picture this: Buddhist temples across the nation striking their bells precisely 108 times as the clock strikes midnight. Why such a specific number, you ask? Well, it's believed to symbolize the 108 human sins. Each ring purifies one sin, so by the end of the concert, you're as pure as freshly fallen snow. It's quite the spiritual cleanse, wouldn't you say? And it's a lot more fun than a juice cleanse. So, if you've got a knack for percussion and a wish to kick off the new year on a purified note, get yourself to Japan. So, if you're keen on ringing in the new year, literally Japan's got you covered. Now, who doesn't love a good house party, especially if it involves breaking stuff deliberately? Now, picture this. You've been hoarding chipped and mismatched dishes all year long, not for an avant-garde mosaic project, but for the sole purpose of hurling them at your friends' front doors. Welcome to Denmark's smashing New Year's Eve tradition. In this Scandinavian nation, it's perfectly normal to find a heap of shattered porcelain outside your door come New Year's morning. The more the merrier, quite literally. Each shattered dish represents a friend wishing you luck for the upcoming year. The person with the most broken dishes is considered the luckiest and presumably the most popular. Just imagine the street cred. Now let's just clarify, this isn't an invitation to go lobbing fine china at your neighbor's house. Remember, this is a Danish tradition. So for now, you might want to stick to sending good luck texts. So if your friend's door looks like a ceramic war zone, don't worry, they're just really popular in Denmark. If you've always associated New Year's Eve with fireworks and parties, let's take you on a journey to Italy, where it's about a unique tradition: shopping. Yes, you heard right, but this isn't just any ordinary shopping. As the clock ticks toward the new year, the Italians indulge in a vibrant tradition of hunting for red underwear. Why red underwear, you may ask? It's a charming symbol of good luck, a beacon for love and romance in the new year. A rather distinctive custom, isn't it? Yet it's embraced by young and old, men and women on New Year's Eve. The markets of Italy transform into a bustling hub of excitement, echoing with the joy of finding the perfect festive undergarments. Department stores become a sea of red, with everyone fervently seeking their perfect pair. The atmosphere is festive, infused with anticipation for the new year, but remember, this shopping spree isn't just about the perfect red underwear. It's about believing in it represents. After all, who'd have thought that the perfect New Year's gift could potentially dictate your romantic fate for the next 12 months? So, if you're in Italy New Year's Eve, immerse yourself in this enthralling shopping tradition and maybe start with the lingerie section. If you thought throwing dishes was wild, wait till you hear what they do in Johannesburg. Yes, my friends, it's about to get even more interesting. Picture this, it's New Year's Eve, and instead of popping champagne or lighting fireworks, you're heaving your old worn-out sofa out the window. Talk about a literal interpretation of out with the old. This eccentric tradition is a way for people in Johannesburg to symbolize discarding the past year's burdens. You might think it's risky business tossing furniture willy-nilly, but it's all part of the fun and excitement of embracing a fresh new year. So if the Danes are saving their chipped dishes, the South Africans are eyeing their aging armchairs. It's an unconventional method, but hey, who are we to judge? It's all about starting fresh and bidding farewell to the old. So remember, if you see a flying couch on New Year's Eve, no, you're not hallucinating. You're probably just in Johannesburg. From tossing furniture to diving into freezing water, let's head to Canada. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to take a frosty plunge. The polar bear swim is a time-honored tradition that Canadians have been following on New Year's Day. It's exactly what it sounds like. Brave souls, donned in nothing but their swimsuits, take a dip in the icy waters. And no, it's not because they've lost their minds to the winter chill. It's all for a good cause. Participants dive into the frigid waters for charity and, of course, bragging rights. It's a chilly but thrilling way to start the new year, symbolizing a refreshing, albeit freezing, start. So remember, if you're up for a frosty dip, Canada's polar bear swim is the way to go. Just make sure you have a warm towel waiting for you on the shore. From a frosty dip in Canada, we're now taking a flight to the warmer climes of Taiwan for a breathtaking spectacle. The Pingxi Sky Lantern Festival is a beautiful New Year's tradition that's been lighting up the skies of Taiwan for centuries. Imagine thousands of lanterns, each carrying a heartfelt wish, floating up into the night sky, creating a mesmerizing constellation of hopes and dreams. People write their wishes on these lanterns, lighting them and releasing them into the vast, inky canvas of the night sky. It's a magical sight, a serene and enchanting way to welcome the new year, sending your hopes and dreams soaring into the universe. So, if you're looking for a peaceful, awe-inspiring, and yes, enchanting New Year's experience, Taiwan's Sky Lantern Festival is a must-see. From the peaceful skies of Taiwan, let's head to the fiery streets of Scotland. The Hogmanay Festival in Scotland is a grand New Year's Eve celebration, unlike any other. Picture thousands of people, each holding a flaming torch, marching through the ancient cobbled streets of Edinburgh. The highlight of this spectacle is the torchlight procession, a scintillating parade of fire that lights up the Scottish night. It's a breathtaking sight, a fiery farewell to the old year and a blazing welcome to the new. The glow of thousands of torches flickering in the winter night, the energy of the crowd and the echoing skirl of bagpipes create an unforgettable ambience. So, if you're up for a blazing start to the new year, Scotland's Hogmanay Festival is the place to be. From the fiery streets of Scotland, let's head to the dazzling beaches of Brazil. The Copacabana beach in Rio de Janeiro hosts one of the world's biggest New Year's Eve parties. Imagine millions of people, all dressed in white, gathered on the sandy shores, their eyes fixed on the horizon, waiting for the spectacle to unfold. As the clock strikes midnight, a breathtaking fireworks display illuminates the night sky, reflecting off the Atlantic Ocean. It's a night of samba rhythms, infectious dance, and joyous celebration, a vibrant amalgamation of cultures, traditions, and people. The energy is palpable as the crowd sways to the music, the air filled with laughter and cheer. So if you're looking for a beach party like no other, Copacabana Beach on New Year's Eve is where you should be. From the warm, sandy beaches of Brazil, let's take a chilling dive into the North Sea in the Netherlands. The New Year's dive in Scheveningen is a Dutch tradition that dates back to 1960. Imagine thousands of people dressed in colorful swimwear, huddled together at the shore, their breath foggy in the cold air. As the clock strikes noon, they run en masse into the icy North Sea, a wave of human spirit against the chill of the water. It's a chilly but exhilarating way to start the new year, a testament to the Dutch spirit of gezelligheid or conviviality. The air is filled with shrieks of laughter and surprise as the cold water hits, but the energy is infectious, the camaraderie warming. So, if you're up for a chilly thrill or a unique way to ring in the new year, join the Dutch in their New Year's dive. And now, as we wrap up our global New Year's journey, let's end on a high note with the grand spectacle of the farewell fireworks in Sydney, Australia. Every year, the Sydney Harbour Bridge becomes the centrepiece of an incredible fireworks display to bid goodbye to the old year and welcome the new one. Picture this: the night sky illuminated with a rainbow of colours, the dazzling lights reflecting off the water, and the iconic Sydney Opera House silhouetted against the fiery spectacle. The display lasts for 12 minutes, a minute for each month of the year, symbolising the passage of time. As the final firework fades into the night, the crowd erupts into cheers, a collective expression of hope and excitement for the year ahead. So join the Australians in saying a proper goodbye to the old year with a bang, and welcome the new year with open arms under the shimmering sky. Thank you for joining us on this hilarious journey around the world. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Happy New Year!